Welcome to Startup Hack. All right, today we're going to dig in and talk about why Stack Overflow and Reddit are better than AI for coding. So I've got some insights that might surprise you about the current state of AI and programming. With all the hype around the tools like ChatGPT and Claude and all these other ones, you'd think that they'd be the go-to resource for developers looking for answers. But after a quarter of a century, 25 years in the trenches as a software developer, I'm here to tell you that when it comes to solving real-world coding problems, good old-fashioned community wisdom still reigns supreme. That's right. I'm still talking about Stack Overflow and Reddit. These platforms have been the backbone of developer community for years, and there's a good reason for it. The collective experience and expertise of millions of developers simply can't be matched by AI, no matter how sophisticated. Let's dive into this topic today. All right, welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer Thomason. Here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps, as well as to build custom software solutions for companies. With a decade of executive leadership as a fractional CTO and 25 years of software development, I've mastered transforming tech teams and products. And that's why we're going to dive in today to talk about why Stack Overflow and Reddit harness the collective knowledge of millions of developers and why it's better than AI. See, these platforms have been battle tested over years with proven track records of solving real-world problems. Now, the upvote and downvote system ensures that the best answer always rises to the top. And this has been proven to be wisdom. This is the difference between knowledge and wisdom, right? The knowledge of the collective many come together, and that can give you answers. And so like AI can give you a word salad and something that may have a chance of compiling, like hasn't been checked against compilation, whereas the wisdom of the many in the upvote system actually know that this is going to be a good answer, or at least it was a good answer at one point, right? So the sheer volume of questions and answers means there's a good chance that your specific issue has already been addressed. Now, the diversity of perspective and experiences on these platforms is totally unmatched by any one single AI system. And so I think that this is why Stack Overflow and Reddit still beat AI for solving your tech problems. Now, I'm not the only one who thinks this, right? There's articles out here to support this, and let's jump over here to some of these, right? Why Stack Overflow Reddit still best? And I think this is funny because me when AI suggests a solution, me when Stack Overflow veteran who's actually fixed the bug and suggests a solution, right? And so this is part of why I think that, in Reddit, the chronicles where you get the whole story, like actually seems to work better, right? So this is a good example of because on AI, you're not going to get experience with like multiple systems. It might actually know some bit of code just by the sheer volume of code that it's run over through. So just based on the sheer volume, it may have know some things, but it won't know across systems, right? How it affects the deployment pipeline or the trade-off that they've made or even office politics if it comes into it, right? Some of that's going to take into account of the wisdom of the many. And so this is why AI and Stack Overflow and ChatGPT are definitely better than AI in most cases. Now, part of the other point to this is that programming problems often require a deep understanding of the specific context and constraints. AI models like ChatGPT are trained on a vast amount of data, but they lack contextual understanding that comes from real-world experiences. And so Stack Overflow and Reddit allow developers to provide detailed context about their specific situations. Other developers can also clarify questions and provide tailored advice. So sometimes you might not like the exact answer, but you'll find some others that'll be So you'll find something that'll be really close. You'll find one that'll spin off into a thread. And that's where, AI systems like ChatGPT are not going to know these different spin-offs, right? Now, there's a value to the explanation too, right? A lot of times it won't just be the code. AI may just give you the code, but it won't give you the good explanation. A lot of times the explanation allows developers to learn and to grow, not just copy and paste code. So AI-generated answers often lack the depth of explanation and reasoning, but they can provide, sometimes AI might provide a quick fix, but it won't contribute to troubleshoot down the line. Now, again, if you copy and paste straight off of, Stack Overflow and other sites like that, you still may run into some of the similar problems where you may not fully understand them. And that's why you definitely want to continue to learn and grow. So you should definitely be reading all the comments, learning up to speed with it, because AI models, in contrast, provide a single static answer with limited ability for refinement, right? Now, the other part of this is that answers on Stack Overflow and Reddit are subject to scrutiny from the entire development community. Incorrect or misleading answers can quickly be called out and downvoted, right? The community verification process helps to ensure quality and accuracy, whereas AI-generated answers, on the other hand, they can be difficult to verify without deep domain expertise. It could have just created some word salad that it think may compile, but it may not actually be anywhere near it. So now, by the way, if your company has systems that aren't connected, make sure you reach out, because here at Startup Hack, we love to connect systems and to help build custom systems so that your company is working like a well-oiled machine. Now, there's also a human touch in programming, and this is definitely important, right? Because there's a fundamentally something that comes with a human activity that's driven by creativity and intuition and judgment. And you'll get more of these on sites like Stack Overflow and Reddit, whereas with AI, a lot of times it's just coming up with this mashed together of all the different data. And so it won't necessarily give you some of the code smells and things that you that you would get with a site like Stack Overflow or Reddit. Now, there's also the serendipity factor. Some of the most valuable insights on Stack Overflow and Reddit come from unexpected places, right? And so a question about one problem can lead to a solution for a completely different one. The sheer breadth of topics and experiences on the platforms can really enable you to have a serendipitous discovery. You can stumble upon new techniques, libraries, or approaches, or you may be reading from one and see another one, right? Whereas ChatGPT is going to work so hard to just solve that answer that it's not going to see all the side stuff. And so some of the side stuff, the things along the side, other questions, other answers, can cause you to actually continue to learn as you're working on Stack Overflow and Reddit, right? And so that's one of the big reasons I really prefer Stack Overflow and Reddit as well. Now, not all questions and answers on Stack Overflow or Reddit are created equally, right? The voting system and community help moderate it. So you kind of also know the veracity of the answer, right? If you see something that's been upvoted, hundreds of times, you can be really confident. If you got one that's only got one or two, you can kind of balance that a little bit, right? Whereas with AI, it doesn't give you the confidence of the answer, right? It may just hit this and say, well, this is just this, right? So the confidence doesn't allow you don't see that reputation score. And that's a really important part. Now, despite their current limitations, AI tools like ChatGPT can still be useful for a developer, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't use these. I'm saying you've got to use them with a grain of salt and continue to learn. Don't just let it write all the code for you, and don't trust it, right? You've got to make sure that you're checking everything. So it's not a replacement for wisdom and experience. And that's true for Stack Overflow, Reddit, ChatGPT, anything, right? I don't even care if it's the guy next to you pair programming with you. You've got to check it and make sure you're learning and learn all of those things for yourself. So, and again, I'm not the only one who feels this way, right? If we take a look out onto the web, you can see that there's plenty of other people who are, saying, hey, is Stack Overflow fading away? Yes, Stack Overflow has been hit since ChatGPT's launch, right? But they're continuing to build a, and people say that, hey, if I can't find a Stack Overflow, I may go into other ones, or I may take an answer from Stack Overflow and put it into ChatGPT. You should definitely be doing that, right? Now, there's a lot of different thoughts around Stack Overflow and things that they need to do to be keeping up, and so there's definitely a huge discussion to be had here for sure. And there's a lot of people who are saying that, is Stack Overflow going to die? Now, I think that they definitely are seeing some tough times. AI has definitely taken a hit with things like Copilot and other tools out there. There's definitely no doubt that Stack Overflow and Reddit are, need to be able to make sure they're continuing to work to stay relevant. So here's the other thing, though, is that AI is learning from Stack Overflow and from Reddit, right? And so this is an interesting part, because it's going to become really interesting around, I think there's going to be a lot of lawsuits and a lot of legal wrangling around this data, because we are definitely at a point where AI is reaching the peak of what it can learn with the current data. So there's a lot to come still with this. I don't think we've seen the end of this discussion by any means. And so I definitely think that there is a staying power with community. Stack Overflow and Reddit have been around for over a decade, and they don't show a sign of going away. Now, they are getting beat up a bit, and there's definitely a downturn in a lot of the traffic that's come here. But because they are fundamentally about community, I think we're going to see that they will continue to live on. And I think we'll see a resurgence of people coming back to them as they find that they can't fully trust all of the AI tools. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm full of crap? I love to have a great discussion. So make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding bootcamp. camps and to build custom software solutions for your companies. So reach out because we'd love to help. So if you're looking for some custom software, make sure you hit us up because we can definitely help. If you're just looking for some CTO advice, I do custom consulting. And other than that, we will catch you guys next time. Want to become a software developer but don't want to spend 4 years in college and rack up massive student loan debts? Think you need technical expertise to get started? Welcome to Startup Hack, a better way to start your software career without student loans and years without income. One-on-one tutoring is included so you never get stuck and have guidance through the whole process. No technical experience is necessary. Learn at your own pace and in your own space. Startup Hack has worked with local state agencies in your area to make it so that qualifying students can get the program costs covered entirely and students can start earning while they learn.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I completed the full stack development course offered by Startup Hack. One thing setting Startup Hack apart from any other coding bootcamp was the quality of one-on-one tutoring available. All of the projects that we did were challenging and thought-provoking, but left me feeling very accomplished and very prepared for my first job that I was offered just days after completing the program.
Hello, I'm Tom, and I completed the full stack development course offered by Startup Hack, and I must say that it was an excellent experience. The tutors is what set this course apart from others. They were knowledgeable, experienced, and always available to help provide me with guidance and support. Do not hesitate to take advantage of this affordable and efficient software development course.
Complete our 3-month coding bootcamp, gain hands-on experience, and land a paid internship. With 2 years of experience on average, our graduates are making over $80,000 per year. The 3-month program includes technologies from Microsoft, Google, and Facebook. No debt, just a quick path to earning. Check out startuphack.com to code your future and start today.